Good evening, good morning. I don't know. Vom, how are you?
Good, Dr. Montero.
Okay. We are the ones, I think so. Maybe we will not have more people here. Okay. Anyway, it is recorded so people can join to the classes. Yeah. I was looking my headphones, so
okay. Jeremiah is here as well.
Yes, good evening, Dr. Montero.
Good evening, Jeremiah. Everything is okay?
Yes, praise God, praise God.
Okay, Marichel is here as well. Marichel, it will be recorded, no? It is recorded already, recording. So we may start, and if people will join, we will just continue. Is that okay for both?
Yes, Dr. Montero.
Okay. So do you know each other, or where are you now, Vaughn?
Fiji.
Oh, Fiji. Okay, okay. So have you been in Ayas anytime? No.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, we have Jeremiah here. He is on-campus student. Where are you from, Jeremiah?
I'm from Indonesia.
Okay. Well, according to Marichel, I am the host now, so supposed to be I will be the one to lead this meeting. Let us start. I will ask, Bob, are you an Adventist person?
Yes.
Could you pray so we can start the meeting?
Sure. That's right. Dear Lord, we thank you very much for this opportunity to meet together as a class with Dr. Montero. We ask that whatever that we may be discussing, may it enlighten us as we go further into this course. We also ask that you be with the rest of the classmates who might be still making their way, and you continue to look out for them. It's our prayer. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. I prepare a presentation. I will share after the presentation. I will share the PowerPoint through the WhatsApp. No, through this through the Zoom. So I will put on the chat, and you will see. So I will start sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Dr. Montero, we can see.
Okay, okay. So I will ask both if you can open the microphones, because really I would like this to be like a conversation. So it will not be like a classes or something that I will just speak and you will hear. We will discuss, we will hear from you, and you will share your experience and I will share my experience. In the graduate school level, more in PhD, nobody has the right, the truth. All of us, we have something to say. In this case, financial management for educational institution, also I think you have experience. Maybe Jeremiah, could you tell us something about you? Introduce yourself to us. What is your experience? What did you do? Or what else? Anything that you can share with us.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Montero, for the opportunity to introduce myself. So I'm Jeremiah Tarek. I'm from Indonesia. Currently, I'm here studying from campus, main campus. Talking about the experience that I had in the past, to be honest, I still lack of experience. I graduated from my university or my college back then in 2019. And then I had some time working for an Adventist school 4 or 5 months before I left to IS for continuing my master's program. And then after I graduated with it, I continued right away straight to the PhD program.
Oh, thank you so much. But still you have experience because a student is also an important part of the educational institutions. Bon,
Yes.
what about you?
I've taught in our Adventist system for the past 10 plus years in the South Pacific. So I've taught in 3 different colleges, Adventist colleges, and I finished, this is my 2nd year in the PhD program.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you have plenty experience from the teaching, and we will need to see, or we will need to gain more experience also from this course. We will try to do our best. So I want to share first with both. I saw this quote some years ago in Spanish. I am from Peru, by the way. I need to tell you. So my background, I have been working in several institutions, and also back to Peru. Also, I work in the Peruvian University Union as a VP for finance, but not VP for finance. I was the financial controller over there. So and after many years, I went to other institutions. But at that time, when I was working there, I saw this quotation. I would ask Jeremiah, please read it.
Sure. Ellen G. White, in the study of figures, the work should be made practical. Let every youth and every child be taught not merely to solve imaginary problems, but to keep an accurate account of his own income and outgoes. Let him learn the right use of money by using it.
So you can see through this quotation what is the importance. We will welcome Lois. Welcome Lois to the classes. We are happy that you can join us. We start already. We are in the reading of this quotation from Ellen G. White. So if you can open your camera and your microphone, this is a conversation. We are discussing here. If that is possible, we encourage you to do that. So we have this quotation from Ellen G. White. In my opinion, this quotation gives us what is the importance of the financial side. You can see Ellen G. White advised us to teach about the use of the money. So, and that is an important part. Now we have several courses, several and different curriculums over all the world. But you can see Ellen G. White told us, okay, to the children, to the youth people, let us teach about income and outgoes. What are your opinions? What do you say, Bo, about this, Jeremiah or Lois? You are welcome to join us with any comment about this. What is your reality there? Do you have any course teaching about use of the money in the academy or high school? Anyone? Opinions?
Yes, sure, Dr. Montero. I could still remember that I was taught about accounting, and it was one of the lessons that really has inspired me in many ways in terms of how we be accountable in whatever we are working, and especially with how we put things in order. And in terms of money, I think it is very important for us to be transparent. And yes, and it is a real things, and we can all actually put it in our daily or in our practical living. That's why, yeah, I can't agree more. I really appreciate, I agree with what Ellen G. White said here in the
Thank you.
quotation.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Any other comment from the others? You are welcome here. I am not the one speaking here. Vaughn, go ahead.
Just like to comment on what Jeremiah said about transparency, especially with money. That's something that I'm always worried about when it comes to me, dealing with money. You got to make sure that everything is done correctly. I remember one of my principals, one principal that I worked under. She stayed up the whole night trying to make sure that she found that $5 that she couldn't that she couldn't find to balance the books for the school. And finally she was able to find it. But it's important that whenever we use money, we need to be accountable but also transparent in how we use it, especially in any institution. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, for accountant people, $1, 1 peso, I don't know the currency of your country, but it matters. If not, if both are not matching, are not balanced, so we cannot go ahead. That is a problem we have. We need to always match. Okay, we need to go ahead. When we will have our video conference, I will always bring Ellen G. White quotation because I understand her point of view as a good advice for us. You can see this was from 1903. So more than 100 years and she came with this advice. And today I think that is important for us also that to learn about money and the use. Okay, let's go ahead. This is our course. I will, in the video conference, we will not have time to see the whole unit because we will see 2 units. So I bring some points here. Of course, after this this part, we will have questions and answer time. So if you have any question regarding the course, we can see how can we answer you. Okay, let us see. You saw this in the definition of the educational management. So Terry Page said, theory and practice of the organization and administration of existing educational establishment and systems. So when we saw that definition, everything related to the educational institutions and human resources and financial resources and material resources, machines, and means or methods, all of that involve the educational management. So we can say at this moment that when we are managing the human resources, which means faculty or teachers, employees, staff, all benefits, payroll, all of this, it is involved in the educational management. So at this moment, it may be something hard for all of you. How the teacher is paid in your country? What do you think? Is good payment, but payment, short, high. I would like to hear from Lois. What do you think, Lois? What is in your country? What is the reality over there?
As that ending of last year, teachers were on strike in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes, they
There-
went on strike for about 4 months
Wow.
without going to class because their salaries were not good.
Oh,
So in
I
Ghana,
see.
teachers are always complaining of how they are paid. And most times, the higher institution teachers, they complain of the allowances, research allowances and all that, how the government is not giving to them. So even for them, from August up to this year, they just resumed school. They decided not to
Wow.
come to class again. Yes, please.
Oh, so sad. So sad. Well, but human resources is connected with financial resources. So how about the tuition and fees over there? Bon, the tuition and fees in the private educational institution there in Fiji, are they high? Are they not high? Or what are the reality over there?
Not high as the government paid teachers, especially for, I'd like to comment on the Adventist education system. Yeah, I think we're a bit lower than the government, so we've lost a lot of teachers going to government schools. We've only just recently brought back one of the schools under the education system because previously all the teachers within our schools were paid by the government, but because of that we lost our Adventist identity. But with the teachers coming back, it's because of commitment rather than payment.
Wow. Well, I may say that that is the reality in several parts of the world. Also, I am from South America, I am from Peru. In Peru, we have the same situation. But what is the other side? The payment of the tuition and fees. How the school will survive if they don't receive tuition and fees from the students. So in the educational management, we need to be very balanced, trying to see the financial resources and trying to see also the sources of the income and the human resources and the others probably expenses we may have. So in order to grow, we will need to evaluate all the aspects of the educational management. That this is human resources that we would like to pay the best, the financial resources that we need to get from someone, government, students, or any other, for the material and resources that we may need, something the papers and others, machines that we may have in the educational institutions, and for the policies and methods we may use in the educational management. So those are different situations that we need to evaluate. Well, I need to go fast. If not, we will not finish the presentation. Okay, let us see. This is our situation here at IAS. Our governance is like this. We have a board of trustees, we have a president, and we have 4 VP positions: the academic affairs, the finance, and the students affairs, and the advisement. So those are the VP's position that we have here at IAS. Oh, we welcome Catherine. Catherine is here with us now. And those are the positions that we have. Of course, we will just focus in the finance office now. Here at DIAS, we have the physical plant department. We have the controller department. We have the IT department, human resources, and we have the canteen that is a small department we have here, like a small store. So this is our situation here. But if we will analyze more deeper, this is maybe small for your computer, but in order to get all the VP for finance department, you will see there that we have the physical plant department and they have several people working there. We have the informational technology department and we have some people working there. You can see we have the controller, people work with them, and we have the human resources and the canteen. So that is our distribution at this moment. So in this presentation, I will share with all of you also some specific information about IELTS. Going on, this is related to the structure we have. And the educational institution may have the same structure, but there may be also some difference depending on the institution. But the concerns will be always the same. You know, I believe we have technology in your place. I don't know what kind of technology, but you may use some technology for teaching. We have a competition for faculty and staff. Just some minutes ago, Bon told us that there are problems in the country, no? Because in his country, the government pay more than the private education. So many people, they just go to the government in order to get more income. Also, we would like to have more students. Also, IAS, we would like to have more students. Your college, your school, your elementary, or your academy, they would like to have more students because this is a financial principle. More students, more money. It is easy. You know? More students, more money. That is the financial principle in the schools. And also, we have inflation in all the countries. So all of that will give us some concerns. So I bring here, please. I will share some IAS information. What about us? Okay, you will see. Before to show you the IAS information, I will ask Catherine, could you read this, please?
Yes, Doc. From Ellen G. White, how shall our schools keep out of debt? Will always remain a problem until there are wiser calculations. Charge higher rates for students' educational advantages, and then let persons have the management in cooking who know how to save and economize.
Oh, you can see this advice. If we have educational institutions with problems, this is because we maybe are not calculating very well all the cost we need to pay with the tuition and fees. So we have only two alternatives. Or we will raise the tuition and fees, or we will close. If the money that the institution is not enough for the expenses, it will be very difficult. I don't know how many of you are working now in a school with financial problems, but if the school has financial problems, it may be related to the rates, to the fees, to the tuition. Please, don't go tomorrow to your principal and say, no, we need to hire, we need to increase the tuition and fees. He may say, go out, please, because it's not good. I know there are several countries, they have a different rules, policies in order to increase tuition and fees. Here at Philippines, we for the elementary and high school, we need to submit the increase to the parents. So we are doing that, and we did that in order when we need to increase, and also we need to prove in order to increase that the 70% of the increasing will go to the teaching, will go to the school expenses, not for gaining. So you may have a similar situation, but that is that we are facing right now here. But we need to follow up, we need to follow. So there are some implications, and you know LNGY, but you may agree or disagree with this. It is your option, but she is saying that we need to make wiser calculation. Okay. Well, now IAS. IAS, we are here in Philippines. I believe, Catherine, you are also from Philippines?
Yes, Doc.
Yes. Tell us about you. What are you doing? What is your experience?
Experience. I'm a teacher by profession, but so I am from the Philippines. I am from Silang. I reside here in Silang. Yes. My house is just 15 minutes away from IAS. So now every day, because I am having my learning service at the English Center, I go to IAS every day, so 15 minutes drive. And I'm a teacher by profession, but I quit teaching in 2020 because, you know, studying in IAS requires time, and because of the requirements. So I decided to focus on my studies.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
And
Thank you.
I have
Yes.
not been in an administrative position, really the ones who is in charge of finances, something like that. That's why when I read the readings for last week and then this week, it was quite difficult for me. So I needed to read over and over again. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to listen to our professor for the explanation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Well, I will share you what are the IAS income and appropriation. For your information, from the students' tuition and fees, the amount that we received represents on July 2021, the 36%, meaning to say that that you and all the students at in 2021, the payments that we receive, of course, COVID time, no? The tuition and fees represent 36%. We have some services, you know, that we have here apartments that we give dormitories to the students. So the money that we receive represent the 11%. We had at that moment few people here because you know, you need to realize this. Almost the 70% of the students are from outside, from abroad. So the pandemic start in 2020, starting, and several people graduate and they left. 2021 also more people graduate and they left. And 2022 more people graduate and they left. But the borders here, they were closed. So not many people came here. Can you see the difference? So we need to, in some way, we need to manage that. So the services income was done at that moment. Auxiliaries, we receive, this is something like a store, the clinic, and some small income that we receive from other sources, and 1% of others. But you can see now the appropriation is 46% at that moment, 2022. And that is not good for us because it was close to 50%. It's not good to live from appropriation. That is not good because we depend on the people that will give you something. So, but that was the reality at this moment. We are improving now our situation starting 2023. The borders here opened, and we start to receive more people from abroad. But that is our situation from the income and appropriation. On the other side, the expenses, you can see the 65% of the overall expenses represent the employees' expenses, payroll, benefits, and others expenses like this. 13% the plan operational expenses, meaning to say maintenance, make the things running here, electrical expenses and others. The administrative, office and general expenses, 12%, and the depreciation also 10%, because we have several buildings here. So this is a reality. So your administrator there, your manager there, they may have maybe a similar situation, a similar distribution. So you need to understand that not only the institution face the problems with the students. You know, in my opinion, the relationship problems are very hard, but when the situation comes to the problem related to the finance, if we have money, we will continue. If we don't have money, we will need to, in some moment, increase income or decrease expenses. And that is the situation that we may need to face. Any comment from you? Okay. Now, the unit number 2, financial strategic planning. I want to show you, but I will ask, Bo, could you read the first paragraph?
Peter Durka, there is only one valid definition of business purpose: to create a customer. And because the purpose of business is to create a customer, the business enterprise has two and only two basic functions: marketing and innovation. Marketing and innovation produce results. All the rest are costs.
Okay. This is a very hard quotation from Peter Drucker. You know, normally we say, oh, we need to have more purpose than this. We have a mission, we have a vision, we have several planning. But if we don't have good marketing or good innovation, we may not achieve the goals that we want to do. Okay, the second one. Lois, could you read that quotation, please? That second paragraph.
Yes, Prof. 8. That is strategic planning. Is the continuous process of making present risk-taking decisions systematically with the greatest knowledge of their futurity. Organizes systematically the efforts needed to carry out these decisions and measuring the results of these decisions against the expectations through organized systematic feedback.
Okay. To all of you, do you understand this paragraph? Do you understood that? So sounds something very maybe not real, not because it's not easy to understand. Maybe the first one is easy to understand. Okay, we need to make marketing and innovation. That is the summary. But the second one is related to the strategic planning. So in order to understand better this paragraph, I don't know, can you see these small letters? Is good for all of you? Okay. You can see at this time it says environment, okay? And you can see the core competency, okay? And those related all with arrow facing the mission. And after mission, assumptions. After assumption, strategies, and so on and so forth. So we have several boxes here. in some way is important to understand. So you can see some wording here. I will ask Catherine, please read this paragraph. This paragraph.
Strategic management system is a philosophy of management whose purpose is to achieve certain humanly determined values for individuals, for organizations, and for society.
Okay, this chart, this graph shows us what is the process that Peter Drucker recommends in order to have or to make some strategic planning. So what else? He said core competencies means ask what the organization is really good at. So I will ask now, Von, what is the core competency your institution has? What is the strength that your organization has? What maybe? You can think if other of you has some strength. For example, I may say that IAS has the strength that we have several faculty from all the world, so international people. And we have also students from the whole world, which means that we can share many experience from any side of the world. And that is a strength, because when you meet them, we may have alternative to solve problem. Because they say, oh, here we solve in this way. No, there they have a better solution. So you can see. So core competency means what strength the institution has. Catherine, I saw you that you are thinking you may have an idea about strengths or core competency. What the school may be a good strength for the. You can comment. We are discussing now, right now. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of my former school. It's a Catholic school. And I think one of the strengths of the school is the beautiful campus, because I believe the outside appearance of a school also attracts customers. It's like once you get inside the school, wow, it's like it's amazing. We have we have a wide football field, and then a big gym, something like that, and then good structure, infra. I
Wow.
think that's one of the
That's right. That's right. That is the point. What the institution has as something very good. Okay, now we are analyzing this core competency that will fit the mission. And we have also environment. What is the environment? Environment means where an enterprise is currently operating. Like here, IAS environment is the closer one, Silang. And we may say also Cavite, that is the province, and we may say also Manila, the capital city, and we may say also Philippines. So when we will do an strategic planning, we have two sources of information: the environment and the core competency. What are strengths? It will give us an idea that what we can do here, what will be our mission. Did you get the point? Did you understand? Yes, Jeremiah say yes. Please, what do you understand, Jeremiah?
Yes, talking about the environment, I think I remember when I was studying back in my college. Yeah, I think we had a good way of making tuition fee in terms of how we manage the tuition fee, and then we prioritize the way we pay the tuition fees, because some people they will be asked to pay their tuition fee certain dates, and the other will follow. So yeah, really, I think I try to relate with my experience, and I think, yeah, this is something that is feasible to us, for us to do.
Wow. Well, you are saying something very important.
Mhm.
How easy is when we do easy business with other institutions or with students, or giving the easy way for payment, it will be also one strength. No? Because you can say, oh, it is easy to do good business with this institution. Of course, all the institutions we need to improve. I realize IAS also, we need to improve several things here at IAS. Okay, you can see all this. So when we will have a mission, we need to get that mission from the environment where we are, and also what are our strengths. So with that, we can do assumptions. If this is not a good assumption, we have or let us say, okay, based on the mission, we say we can do this. We can do this, but in the end, it's not possible. So we have an innovation opportunity, meaning to say that we can improve based on what we are studying, based on what we are receiving. Or the other way is going down until the organization strategies, the management by objectives, the organization, and the work. And if we don't have a good, or if we have, or if we will face a problem, meaning to say this is unexpected result, it also is an innovation opportunity. What I want to say, that in the end, all of this means that we will have opportunity to improve. If we have weakness, we can transform the weakness in strength. So opportunities. That is what Peter Drucker mentioned. Well, coming to the IAS situation, you can see the IAS mission. I don't know if you knew that we have a mission also. No? You can see our mission is to develop leaders through distinctively Seventh-day Adventist graduate education, excelling in spirituality, scholarship, and service. That is our mission. But we need to see the mission based on what we want to do. So we have students, or people that are living here, all people that IAS has here. Our mission is to develop them from the student or from this side, and to build them until they will become a leader. That is the summary of our vision. But when we will do that, we need to understand that we have a strategic level. We are an organization, we are part of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but also we have an IAS board, and we have an IAS administration. We represent the strategic level. Also, we need to understand that there is an operative level, meaning to say that people that will be connected with you, with the students, from the admission, from the academy, faculty, or others, from the research and others. So those are operating level that IAS has also here. We have the library, we have other activities that we provide from the operating level. But also, we have the support level. The finance office, I am the VP for finance here, you know that. The finance office is a support level. We are not really in a close contact with the students. We are in supporting the academic process. So all of us, we need to be involved in the IAS mission, from the student up to the alumni. So that is a real situation. So just as a final, I would like to read from LGY also. Jeremiah, please read this quotation.
Sure. Ellen G. White, in some of our schools, the price of tuitions has been too low. This has, in many ways, been detrimental to the educational work. It has brought discouraging debt. It has thrown upon the management a continuous suspicion of miscalculation, want of economy, and wrong planning. It has been very discouraging to the teachers, and it leads the people to demand correspondingly low prices in other schools.
So, you know, this advice from LNGY came from the 90s, no? So really more than 100 years ago. And you can see, maybe, I don't know what is the condition of the school you have been working. From what I hear, Catherine came from a background that is a school, a big school. But maybe Bone and Lois came from a school that they have some problems, some financial problems. So, but you know, this came from more than 100 years, and she said, what happened when the school is not going well? First thing that we think, it is, oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I don't want to be here. I would like to leave from this institution. It is discouraged. The second thing we may have, oh, the administration is not doing well. What they are doing with the money, what they are doing with the income, the tuition and fees the students are paying. Suspicion. Oh, those managers, they don't know how to manage this. So this is another thinking coming to the people working. And the teachers normally they are going to the administration and say, I need this for the teaching. Oh, no money, no money. Have you heard that? Maybe I am not. I am describing my situation, but not your institution. Maybe this is a different. Not in your country, in different countries. So, you may need something, and they say, no, sorry, we don't have money. It's the time of the payroll. I'm sorry, we don't have money to pay the salaries. Something like this. In another country, no, not here, not in your place. And also, if we have this problem, so one solution that we need to study is the institution may need to raise tuition and fees. What do you think about that? Because you are a student, so you are IAS a student. So what do you think about that? Now I would like to hear from all of you. What is your thinking about this? Oh, you are smiling, Catherine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand, Doc, that because tuition fee is I think the main resource of revenue for many HEIs, and I believe IAS as well. And I understand that there really is a need to raise tuition fee so that the salary of employees will be increased also. And then this fees are also needed for other expenditures. But of course, on my side as student, It's so expensive. The fees, yeah, I really see that the fees in IAS are very expensive.
I am not talking about IAS now. No, I am not talking. I am talking about a general situation. I would say, okay, you are the principal of one school.
Yeah, there is a need to balance because you also need to consider the financial status of the students, because you might be increasing the tuition fee, but what about your customers? Something like that. You really have to balance, I think.
Oh, balance. That is a good word you are mentioning here. Excellent. Lois, you are smiling also. What do you say, Lois?
Prof, I'm laughing because Miss Catherine was talking about how we, the students, too, have to be considered. But in a more serious note, when you come to Ghana, especially for the public institutions, the government subsidizes for school fees. So with that one, it is more moderate for the students.
Oh.
However, with the private institutions, especially Valley View, the tuition is very high. But when you also look at how the school is also giving out, the services the school is giving out, you realize that if the school is giving out good services to students, it goes with high tuition fees. Because if the services like IAS, if the service the IAS is giving is valuable, I don't think the school fees will have to mismatch the service the school is giving. Otherwise, it will also affect how the operations of the school. However, as Ms. Catherine said, there should be standard consideration as the fees is increasing, or the school has to look at certain avenues that will bring more fun and then make school fees standard for students to also be able to attend. Thank you.
Oh, Lois, you introduce a word very important, valuable. No? What is the value of what do you think is the value? And Catherine, the other word, balance, is a very good one. So, yeah, that is all. Any other comment? I want to still give time to some question after this, if you have any. So, Von, you are smiling also. All people smiling will participate. Only Jeremiah is very serious now, but we will go through you.
Thank you, Doctor. Next time I will not smile. But no, I was just looking at, I think Lois touched on a very important point. I mean, for many Adventist schools or private schools, the tuition is high, which means the quality of the education should be at that level. But also in saying that, I was at a school where because of the increase of teachers' wages, we had to intake a lot of students, but because we did not have the infrastructure, we really struggled on the quality. The quality of the education sort of dropped. So at one point we had about 80 students in one classroom, and there were 2 streams. So we had one teacher and one TA in the class.
Wow.
That number of students. So, I mean, if we're going to look at increasing tuition, I think we also need to think about the quality of the education that we are going to offer, or any institution is going to offer. Thank you.
Wow, another important word. What is that? Quality. No? Quality, value, quality, and also the word that balance that Catherine brought to us. Jeremiah, your time before the questions or something that you have or you need for the course.
Yes, I think it is true. All the words that our friends have mentioned. One thing that I just want to emphasize is that it is always a challenge, of course, for private institutions in a special way because they have to thrive. They have to thrive and they have to um, settle with the standards that the world has set beforehand in terms of how they can compete well with many different institutions in a way that they can survive. So it is important that of course, just like what we have discussed before, that in order for a private institution to keep growing is, of course, to lean on what the customer prefer. So here, I think it is very important that no matter what the institution is going to do, but always, of course, to consider the customer as the best and as the main source of moving forward. Moving forward for the betterment of the institution. So and then I believe that also, of course, Adventist institution at least have to grow, and of course the students, the number of students we have to maintain, and even we have to go beyond what we have now. So really, we have to always consider our students, our customers in this case. Yes.
Thank you, Jeremiah. The word that came to me from you is challenge.
Mhm.
It's not easy. It's not easy. But just to give you an example, you may have a family and you may have a budget for your family. So the institution and any company or any different situation is the same time and a small family. The family has income, the family has expenses. So the family will need to balance that. So the same is valid for the institution. Of course, there are different situations, but the principle is don't spend more than you receive.
Mm.
So that is the other principle. So remember the first principle that I gave to you? More students, more money. And the second principle that you have now is don't spend more than you receive. Doing that, you will be successfully in your family. If not possible to pay all the bills, you will need to raise the income or decrease the expense, and that is your part. Okay, thank you so much to all of you. We are coming to the end of this session, but I want to hear from you if you need something, you have any problem with the system, or so I can bring to the correct people. Any explanation, any situation you may have. Also for the next Zoom, you can send me by email or by a comment, you can send me a message saying, Doctor, I need this to be discussed in the meeting. I will be happy to do that. Any problem that you will need that I will at least try to solve? Okay. Seems to me that everything is clear, so I can rest now calm. I can go and sleep without any guilty thinking. So it's good. Okay, my friends, I will ask Bon.
Prof.
Sure, Lois, do you have anything?
Yes, please. I want to clarify something about is it a case one, the strategic plan or something? I want to know, as we do the strategic plan, do we have to end at the strategies, or we should do the risk analysis, is it the finance analysis or something?
SWOT
Not
analysis.
sure.
No, this is SWOT analysis, no? Isn't it?
Okay. Yes, Prof.
Online. I could advise you. You know, I didn't prepare this course. It is developed by Dr. Kefa Ponte and Dr. David Lumuwa. I am the facilitator. But what will be my advice? I believe you can still see my screen. So I could advise you to do this. Okay? YouTube, and you can put so you may have several information and short information on how to do SWOT analysis. So you may spend, of course, some time facing these videos, but you need to choose what is the, you can filter here also, and you can filter and set a view count. Oh, so when you will do that, you will see who receive more, or who, what is the best one. More people, better video. So in that way, because we don't have time to develop the whole analysis, but you can see here what will be, or it will teach you how to do that. Is that fine? It's helpful useful for you, Lois? Is that fine?
Yes,
So you need
Prof.
something else?
Prof, it's okay. I wanted to know whether after doing the SWOT analysis and everything, we have to continue to do is a risk analysis per the book, the chapter we are reading, or we have to end at SWOT analysis and present our assignments.
Oh, let me check the case one, the activity case one. Okay, it says a vision and mission statement. So you need to check based on that, no? It says use your higher educational institution based on the knowledge strategy you have hired to develop director who has charged. One of the first assignments is develop. Okay. Where are you working if you have a mission? If not, the closer higher education that you know, the reality that you know, review, and you just need to follow. I will show what is stated on the. So this is what you need to, where these two exist, please review and propose a new one that meets the criteria discussed in the unit. So what are the criteria? If you saw what is required in the lecture, you will see what is the mission statement. You can see here, following almost what you can see here in the explanation of the mission statement. And that is related to the case one. And also develop strategic objectives. So teaching and learning, what are the objectives for the 4 strengths, and conduct external and internal financial appraisal, identify 5 of each. And this is the SWOT analysis. This is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So that is the required work now.
Yes, Prof.
Okay.
Yes, Prof.
Okay. Still, you can contact me if you may need something additional. Okay. I
Yes,
can
po.
answer if you have any other question by the email, by the chat, and try to see all of you. I saw here some message I didn't see before, but okay. I will share here the in the chat. I will share here the presentation. If you want, just wait some minutes, some seconds, and I will share here the presentation, and you can download it easily. So is there? Can you see the presentation?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. You can use it for you. It's not all, but there are some comments if you can use it for any purpose. Okay. Bo, could you pray for us so we can finish the meeting?
Sure, Doctor. All right, as far as the Lord, we again thank you very much for bringing us to the end of our first session. We ask that we may go back enlightened on what we need to do and what we need to think about. We ask that you be with the rest of our class members who weren't able to make it at this time. We also ask that you be with Dr. Montero as well, as he continues to facilitate this subject. Amen.
Amen. Okay, my friends, see you in 2 weeks. Catherine, you had some problems with the schedule. Monday will be good for you, or it's
Yeah.
okay Wednesday?
I'm okay with the schedule, Doc, Wednesday.
Okay, okay. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.